Everyman Driver Nation just arrived here in San Diego this week to do a test drive and review of the all-new 2018 Toyota Avalon. Now there's some embargoes that we can't talk about, and that's MSRP, fuel economy, and driving impressions, but I can give you a walk around, give you some stats that I do know because this car is pretty sweet. It's all new from the ground up, re-engineered, redesigned. It's got 4 trim levels. This is a premium mid-size sedan. The trim levels, if I can memorize all this, XSE, XLE, Limited, and Touring. The first 3, everything but the Touring, has a hybrid version available for 2019. Now this is not the car that you grew up as an Avalon. This thing is teched out. It's got these really cool headlights and turn signals that move. It's kind of, I'll show you here in a second, but engine-wise, we're looking at a 3.5 liter V6 made to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Again, I'll tell you about fuel economy in my full report next week. So 300 horsepower, 301 I think, and then 267 pound-feet of torque. It moves really well. It's got some really cool sound technologies where it brings or creates a loud, sporty engine sound inside the car. There's like 5 different drive modes based on trim level. There's an EV because of the hybrid. There's an Eco, Normal, Sport, Sport S, Sport Plus, and all of it is really cool. This is the one I drove yesterday. This is the Touring, so I'm going to show you this one first. Wheel sizes, there are 3 wheel sizes, 6, 17, 18s, and 19s on the Touring. Now, check out the grille. This might be a little controversial to some people, but check out the new grille on the, this is the Tourings, but they have different versions here. So the bottom 2 trim levels, there's a sport version and more of a sedan version, I guess you would call it. But you got this kind of grille on a couple of trim levels, and then they create a sportier look with this trim level, or with this grille, which looks pretty sharp to me. They've got a camera right there. They got a 360-degree camera. They got sensors behind the logo here. You can see some of the sensors right here for safety. These headlights, when you turn them, actually move. So it's like a moving LED technology there. This is really sharp. Here is that progressive turn signal I was telling you about. Isn't that pretty cool? How it motions off to one side. There's also new adaptive LED cornering lights. So one of these headlights turns on when you start to turn the wheel in one direction to give you a kind of a peek about what's going on at night. They also go on when you're doing a backup or doing a parallel parking. So if you are at night, it's going to help you see when you go back and forth with that backup camera and the 360 surround view. I got the sunroof on it, of course. LEDs here in the back. Little spoiler, which is nice. Now, I'm gonna open this up here. This trunk is just over 16 cubic feet of volume. They've got a 60-40 split in there. Pull tabs right here to open it up. Let's see, let's look below here. There's a jack kit in case of a flat. All LEDs here in the back. Let's see all the stuff I can remember when I go in. Let's do that backseat, legroom, and headroom quickly. Now, they call this a mid-size premium sedan. It competes with the Buick LaCrosse, Chrysler 300, and there is one more. Okay, here's the rivals that Toyota told me yesterday. Nissan Maxima, Buick LaCrosse, and Chrysler 300. Those are 3 of the vehicles that compete with this. They call this one a premium mid-size, but it really feels like, since it competes with those other vehicles, like a full-size. So here's my headroom. See an indent in the roofline. So me being 5'11", I've got plenty of headroom. Got an O-blank handle right here. Here's the legroom I have. This is what it was like yesterday for my legroom. That was my position yesterday as a driver. So that's about what I had last time. They've got heated seat option. Again, this is the top trim level. Leather interior. Armrest here. Pair of cup holders. Oh, JBL sound system. I think there's 14 speakers throughout the vehicle. 10 airbags. I'm trying to remember all these stats and give you a one-take look at this. Heated steering wheel on this. There's your trunk release. So Apple CarPlay this year is standard on the Toyota. They don't have Android Auto just yet. This one has the Intune 3.0 system. So it's got like a floating center stack. It kind of just slides up into the top here. So you can see there. I got their maps. I hooked up my phone to it earlier. There are count 5 USB ports. There's 3 up front. This is pretty impressive. 3 up front, and there are 2 in the back. Electronic hold brake. There's your drive modes for this one. So there's Eco, Normal, Sport, S, and Sport Plus. Steering wheel mounted controls. I think blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert is standard for their safety. Bluetooth here. A lane departure warning. They have an adaptive cruise control as well, radar cruise control. There is a 10-inch, you can see up here, a 10-inch heads-up display. So you see your speed, also your direction. I put that in my video that you'll see next week. Paddle shifters here on the steering wheel. So this is a 9-inch color display. This in the center, the multi-informational display, is 7 inches there in the instrument cluster. Leather wrapped steering wheel. Again, 4 trim levels, XSE, XLE, Limited. Those are the 3, not the bottom ones, but the first 3. And then you go to the Touring on top. Let's go places. Let's go to San Diego. What do you say? So I'm liking this car, and I have to give you the other details next week until the embargo goes, because they have like 4 different waves of journalists here this week. Looks like a Lexus, doesn't it? Of course it does. So they have 4 waves of journalists. I'm in the 4th wave, and all of us have to wait until next week to reveal those other numbers, MSRP, fuel economy, as well as the driving impressions, because we've all been driving around San Diego, up the coast. I was in Del Mar today. There was, now I'm forgetting all these places I was at yesterday. Doesn't matter. You can check out my Instagram account. Here they are. My next drive is going to be back there. Can I zoom in? I'm going to be driving the Corolla Hatchback today. Yep, looks pretty sweet. All right, thank you for dealing with me on this one-take walk around of the Toyota Avalon. This was debuted at the Detroit Auto Show, so there's already some specs out there on some of the features of this vehicle, but I'm just giving you what I've learned so far. I'm liking it. I would definitely buy one if it was my money and I had that money to buy one. Can't tell you what the prices are, but it's very reasonable. That's going to wrap up my first look walk around of this 2019 Toyota Avalon here in San Diego. Again, in my next report on this vehicle, I'll include MSRP, fuel economy, and driving impressions, and a whole lot more. And all those details will also be on everymandriver.com in the near future. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Adios. Hey guys, it's Dave. I just want to say thanks once again for supporting Everyman Driver and watching my videos. Can you do me a small favor? The next time you're in the market for a new or used car and want to schedule a test drive, or just want to get a really great price quote from a dealership of your choice in your zip code, click on the link below and fill out a short form. It's car.show/everymandriver. Now it's totally free to you, and there's no obligation whatsoever to buy or lease anything. It's just a quick and easy way for you to help support my work and keep this channel going. There's also a free phone number, 844-765-0610, and you can talk to a car segment specialist for car shopping advice and direction. That call is also free to you. The link again, car.show/everymandriver. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks again.